Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, September 4th, 2017. How's it going? How are you? Happy fucking Labor Day. Happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day. You don't have to go to fucking work unless you're the guy that owns the fucking business. Then you never get to sleep, do you? You should have stuck with your first wife, but you threw her out, and now you got a fucking 20-something fucking con, and she wants to spend all your money. All right, sorry. Anyways, how you know something? You worked hard all year. God damn it, it's nice that you got a Monday off, isn't it? Don't you wish it was the way it is in Europe? I don't know how they do it over there. You know, they all got fucking health insurance. They get like 53 weeks off a year. Then like the whole fucking continent shuts down in August. Everybody just says, fuck it, we're not working. And somehow it keeps going. Is it because their countries are so small? Oh, look at the little country. Is that what it is? And over here is so fucking big, you know, just to mow your yard takes half the goddamn summer over here. All of us fat fucks waddling around our giant pieces of property. Riding a four-wheeler, shooting our guns. You fucking live over there in Europe, man. You got nothing. You got a flat, you know? You and five other guys fucking addicted to heroin while some baby drowns in a toilet, or whatever that fucking movie was. You know, you got nothing. Or maybe you got a house and it's got like it's got that roof that looks like a bale of hay that someone braided in. Looks like a weave, but with like hay. I don't know what it is over there, but all I know is they still have castles. Some of them still have kings and queens, and they get like August off. It's just off. You know, when they get free health care. They pay a bunch of fucking taxes. But I got to be honest, you pay a bunch of taxes here too. I think it's just because we're bigger. Got the wide open fucking roads. I'm going to go with that. And I'm never going to read up about it. And that's what I'm going to say if that topic's ever brought up. Like, hey, how come they get all this vacation time? And if a woman has a kid over there, she doesn't have to be back to work on Monday. How come that is? Because they're little tiny countries. You know, they have little tiny hospitals. You know, little tiny teeth that they don't brush. You know, it's Europe. What are you going to do? That's why their cars go better into corners. They have little tiny streets, and they gotta zigzag around some shit. You know, that's basically what it is. It's not like America. Some woman gives birth on Friday, and hey, Gene, make sure you're fucking here on Monday. Pump that kid out. Do whatever it is you got to do. Have your gardener stick a weed whacker up or a fucking reverse blower up there and suck the kid out and be back to work. We'll give you Monday off, then you got to be here on Tuesday. That's how it works here in America. And everybody wonders why we're so fat. It has nothing to do with our poison food. We're just stressed. You know? If you guys didn't have a whole month of August off over there in Europe, I'd love to see if you guys actually had to fucking work over there and worry about, you know, I need a new pancreas. How am I going to afford that? Right? Which is easily the cost of at least 3 flat screen TVs. That's the going rate for a pancreas, if I remember correctly. All right, if you were dealing with that stress, I'd like to see how many fucking donuts you'd be eating. You know? Speaking of which, Billy No Fun. Billy No Fun is on his 18th day of not boozing. 18 days. Not boozing. I barely even remember what it tastes like at this point, you know? I'm dropping weight. This is the time of night when it sucks. You know? In the morning, it's great. I wake up, my stomach's flatter than it was the day before. I feel good, but it's like at night. I mean, it's Sunday night. I don't have to go to work on Monday. I have tomorrow off like all of you guys. Well, you're listening to it today, you know? You can't tell me, you know. I mean, as a fucking human being, I have to go out and get fucking hammered, right? I mean, if I don't, if I was running the CIA, I'd be like, is this guy in ISIS? Is he some sort of religious fanatic? Old Billy Red Cakes. Old Billy Red Velvet. I'm staying away from the sugar. I'm being an angel. I'm being an angel because I might have some acting work in October. So I got to make sure I'm down to my fighting weight. My fighting weight, $172. That's what I need to be at whenever I shoot something. You know, all these fucking actresses out here talk about how it's so hard for them, as if a guy can go on and be a bloated fat fuck and not get shit for it, okay? That's not how it works. They can get to you through social media. They go right at you and they tell you that you're a bloated fat fuck. What happened to you? You got old. Where'd your hair go? All of that shit. You know what I mean? But you know what it is about people? They look out their own fucking heads. All right? And they look at the world in a two-dimensional way. They look out their heads, they observe something, and then they put it in their head and they process it with their previous experience. And then to them, that is the truth. That is what's going on in the world. They look at it from their fucking angle. They don't realize that it's 360 degrees, which is why South Park is the greatest fucking show of all time as far as I'm concerned, because no matter what problem they attack, they hit it from all sides. The red side, the blue side, from the north to south, the east to west. You know what I'm saying? You like that? That was the longest fucking compliment ever. Oh, Josh Adam Myers from the goddamn Comedy Jam. Josh Adam Myers, Bill Burr. I'm taping my Monday morning podcast. You're one of our first callers. How are you?
Good. I'm just curious if I could get your opinion on the Kyrie Irving, Isaiah Thomas trade.
I wasn't aware that happened. Was that a big news story in the world of sports?
A little bit, yeah. It's a few people know about it.
As a fucking lover of the Celtics, as a Celtics lover, I hated the fucking trade because I loved Isaiah. He was like a mini Big Papi. He was on his way. He was going to have a street named after him. But that it's a business now. And this all goes back, I think, to the Miami Heat, all those pile-on teams, back to the Kobe Shaq Lakers. Whenever it stopped being Bird, Celtics, Magic, Lakers, Isaiah, fucking the Pistons, Jordan with the Bulls, and everybody just jumped around. Now it's over. I thought you were going to ask about the cigar.
I am. That's what I was saying. I was like, do you want me to give you some time so you can finish this up and then come on?
No, I don't give a shit. Just ring the doorbell and I'll stop it and I'll finish it later.
All right, cool. I'll see you in a little bit.
All right, don't ring the doorbell. My daughter's sleeping. Just text me.
All right, done.
All right, see you. Anyways, the most roundabout compliment ever for South Park. I had no idea I was going to say that. So I am, as of this morning, I'm 179 pounds in 6 ounces, 179.6. So I'm trying to lose 3 a week. So next week on Friday, I need to be 177. All right, I just had to hit pause. I'm in the fucking doghouse. I just woke up my daughter. Oh my God, my wife is fucking pissed at me. Yeah, boy, oh brother. All right, this is the Monday morning podcast, and I'm going to be fucking whispering for the rest of this goddamn thing. What the hell was I talking about? Yeah, so next week, I want to be 177 pounds by Friday, and then 174 the next week, and then I'll be 171, and then if I get this acting gig, I'll be where I need to be. So I was going to take a month off from boozing, but if I get this acting gig, then I'm just not going to booze, like right on through to the end of the fucking shoot. And then when that's over, okay, I'm going to get like one of those kegerators and I'm going to fill it up with fucking whiskey. And I'm going to be underneath it. And it's going to be glorious. I don't know. I don't know what my fucking problem is. I should go to a meeting and just see what that's like. I went to a meeting a long time ago when I got arrested for drinking and driving. And one of the requirements was you had to go to an AA meeting, 2 of them or something like that. All I remember, I was just like, these guys are fucking drunks. I mean, I drink. I don't fucking drink. These guys had like lunacy stories. Talking about like fucking bleeding out their ass and going right to the liquor store the next day, you know what I mean? Like not eating food for them, like just crazy fucking stories. So I just was sitting there going, all right, I'm just a drunk. These people got a fucking problem. I'm telling you right now, if you ever just want to see, you know, some of the most fucked up people on the planet, just go to an AA meeting. These fucking people, man. You know? Their fingers are like stuck together from like cigarette smoke, you know what I mean? They It just, I'm just being an asshole. I have no idea what a fucking AA meeting's like. I know there's like, you get like a little trinket if you do it for a while, Got 6 days, just fucking, addictive people, they're fucking, they can never stop talking about themselves, right? So they just got to go up there. Oh my God, I'm going to get so much shit for this. I don't give a fuck. I think it's about time somebody fucking put AA in its place, right? Why don't you grow up and white knuckle it like the rest of us? You got to go join a fucking group. Everybody sits down and fucking makes an Afghan together. What's funny? I actually would love to be part of a group. When I went golfing this past week, and I went with a buddy of mine, and he was like a member of a country club. I'm like, this is fucking cool. It's really cool, Bunch of guys, you can fucking talk shit, having a great time. All that shit that everybody fucking gives you a rough time for. They always make fun of guys hanging out now. If they all hang out together, like there has to be like mocked for some fucking reason. It's fun. You just sit around breaking each other's balls. That's all it was. I went there and everybody was fucking cool. And everybody was just busting chops the whole fucking time. And then you go out and golf and everybody's just giving each other shit and you're laughing and you're smoking cigars and you're gambling and shit. It's fun. For whatever fucking reason, I don't know. If you do that now, I don't know. For some reason that's attacked. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the fuck it is you're supposed to be doing, but I can tell you I did enjoy it. And speaking of enjoying shit, I know I'm all over the map. I got caught up with the last, today's Formula One race and the previous one, like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I missed it. And I have to tell you, I loved the Force India team before I watched the previous race, and now I will fucking love that team forever. I will love that fucking team forever. At the very least, Esteban Ocon and Sergio Perez. Everybody else was racing to not lose. Didn't want to fuck up. These fucking guys went in there. You know what I mean? You ever watch a hockey fight and the guys are so good at it they barely even punch each other? The best ones is where you grab my shoulder, I grab your shoulder, we just fucking beat the shit out of each other. That's what these guys did. They went old-time hockey with, like, racing. They're on the same team. They slammed into each other twice. They don't even give a fuck that it's a teammate. This was like some sort of blood sport that they were doing. Everybody else is out there like, oh, my God, that's my teammate. I'm really literally making fun of the other teams for actually doing the smart thing. I love that they did it. I loved last year when Hamilton and Nicki Minaj, whatever his fucking name was. I can't even remember this fucking name. What the hell is the guy's name? Nicki, I won it. Now I'm taking my toys and going home. I'm getting married now. Rosberg, right? Nico Rosberg. That's what it was. When they slammed into each other, they did that a couple of times. I like that. And I love how these fucking drivers, there's all of this shit where they don't like each other. Like Sebastian Vettel doesn't like Lewis Hamilton. Kimi Räikkönen doesn't like Valtteri Bottas. It literally is fucking Days of Thunder. It's tremendous. And this past week's race was great. Yesterday, as far as watching Lance Stroll getting 18 years old. He's lined up in the front row next to Lewis Hamilton, who's just the fucking greatest driver. He just is. He is. I know Mercedes has the best fucking cars right now, but, give me a fucking break. It's not like Ferrari's any sort of a slouch. Right? I don't know. You could argue that Daniel Ricciardo's just as good. He's just not driving a car as good. Maybe that's what the fuck it is. I don't know what it is, but I really enjoyed yesterday's race and the previous one. How do you not love Force India? Out there with the pink cars, the fuchsia cars, slamming into each other. It looked like me and my brother at a fucking carnival. You'd be like, those two guys are related? Like, you would know. We would, if we got into bumper cars, we would. No, I didn't give a fuck about anybody else out there other than slamming into my own fucking family member. What was the point of hitting somebody else? I couldn't laugh at him in the car ride home. I'd never see him again. So anyways, I guess they go to Singapore next. One of these years, I'm going to line up a stand-up date with that race over there. I'm going to try to go to a couple a year because I'm a fucking lunatic. So I went to Montreal this year, and I'm also going to the race in Austin, Texas. Provided there's not another, fucking hurricane like that one that hit Houston. Jesus Christ. Anyways, I want to tweet out something, you guys. There was actually something where you could send like fucking diapers and that type of stuff. I just can't imagine everybody that has babies and everything you got to take care of. That seemed like a really cool thing to do. The very least, at least you can fucking do. So, anyways, I'm behind with my MotoGP racing. I got to get caught up on that. But I have to be honest. This race in Italy was one of my favorite races, just because of what was going on in like position 4, 5, and 6, fucking lunatic racing. And I just wish they could somehow do something to the cars that happened in the first and second position. Because once again, Lewis Hamilton, he gets to the first corner first, he comes out in first place, and then that's it. He's in the front of the race for the rest of the fucking race, and then that's just it. It's over. He's driving in clean air. His car's too fucking fast. Now you got to hope that the car breaks down or he fucks up, which isn't going to happen. And but I did enjoy all that other stuff. But congratulations to Lewis Hamilton for winning another one. He now is ahead of Sebastian Vettel. And I believe the Mercedes team as a team is ahead of everybody else too. So they're fucking crushing it. And I think it's going to be all downhill from here. So I'm hoping the fucking Ferrari team, because they're the closest ones, can step it up. And I like both those guys. I like Kimi Räikkönen. He always seems fucking pissed off, getting penalties and shit. I relate to the angry guys. That's why I like Force India. They're going to fucking slam into each other. It's tremendous. It's tremendous, It's childish. It's stupid. I love when that guy, that former race car fucking champion, I don't know what his name is, the commentator, he just goes, "Oh dear, boys, what are you doing?" Gets all like fucking parental with him. I watched the qualifying too. I love when it rains out. Dude, I forgot the greatest quote I've heard since I started watching Formula Racing. After the fucking Force India cars hit for the second time, I think it was that Ocon guy. He says over his radio, he goes to his fucking crew chief or whatever. He goes, "What the fuck? Seriously, what the fuck?" Like flipping. And meanwhile, he's going like 180 miles an hour. He sounds like me when I drive to work. And he's doing like, 180, 200 miles an hour. And they fucking flip each other off. And they never flip each other. It's the European and shit. They give the, hey, blah, 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 with the fucking hand. Somebody's got to flip somebody off. You know what I mean? Or if they're right on their ass, slam on the brakes like you do on the highway. Stop fucking tailgating. I wasn't tailgating. I was drafting. All right, enough of this shit. I know a lot of you guys don't even watch this shit. But, all right. Let's plow ahead here. I was did a casino. I already forget the name of it. I was in a casino right outside of San Diego, and I did it 2 years ago. And I flew down in a R44. And yesterday, I flew in a. I don't even know what the fuck it was. To be honest with you. Let me see if I can look up the name of this helicopter. This helicopter was turbine engine, which is a jet engine. And it was fucking the whole thing was hydraulic. Who gives a fuck what helicopter was? So basically, I trained on the R22. The R22 is like driving a car that has drum brakes, no power steering. You know what I mean? And you have to like fucking control the wipers yourself. Like the 1920s, like Laurel and Hardy. You got to like move it side to side. Which is also why I love that thing, because you're really flying. If you're holding a hover, you're fucking doing it. Then you move up to the R44, and this is kind of weird, where it's like the collective and the cyclic are both hydraulic. Okay, that's your power and then how you steer. The shit you hold with your hands, basically. And then but for whatever reason, your foot pedals are not hydraulic. They're just manual, your own pressure. So you're dealing with like really finessing it, barely having to touch it up top, and then your drum breaks down the bottom. It's a very odd feeling. And I fly out of Burbank, and there's always a fucking tailwind when you're going in to set it down. It's so fucking annoying. Like right behind you, full blast. I don't know where it comes from. Every time. In fact, I saw this student that was learning over there. What he would do was when he would go to set it down, he would just face the wind and set it down, and then go inside and get the wheels and then put them on the thing and then just turn the helicopter around. And as much as it was funny, I was like, that's a great fucking idea. I would rather do that. You know, because you're landing next to other helicopters. I don't want to fuck anybody else's shit up. So anyways, this thing was like a 6-seater. And I got a picture. You know, Dean Del Rey, go look him up on Twitter. He tweeted out a picture. I'll retweet it. And it's like I'm standing in front of the coolest helicopter I ever flew, and I'm talking when whoever took the picture. So I look like a fucking, I look like an asshole anyways. Who's kidding who? But it was, I would say, the most amazing machine I've ever gotten the chance to operate. And it was like a sports car in the air with like the tightest, most responsive fucking suspension you could possibly think of, without the rough ride, because you're not on the ground. You're just going through the air. Didn't feel any turbulence whatsoever. And I just know when you take off in the R-22 and you push the stick forward, right? I mean, I don't know how long it is. It's a good 8-9 seconds until you want to get up to 53 knots. That's the optimal, speed to get the most rate of climb. And it takes you it feels like forever, 8-9 seconds. This fucking thing, it was like maybe 2.5 seconds, and it was up to speed. You just pulled the stick back and you fucking shot up in the air. It was really intimidating. But once I just I watched my instructor, I've 2 times do the start up and shut down of it. And it's like, it's not that bad. It's just intimidating at first. And then you get, once you know where to look, which is basically your manifold pressure, your altitude, and how fast you're going. And then also your trim. Once you know where those are, all the other shit, it's just like, well, a fucking horn's going to go off if there's a problem anywhere else, right? Anyways, it was fun as shit. And went down and we did the gig. And I think I'm going to start doing that. Like, I'm doing a podcast festival for the All Things Comedy Network in the end of October. And if I don't get this acting gig and I'm in LA, I'm going to fly out in a helicopter. I got a Vegas gig. I'm going to do that one in the helicopter too. And that way I can keep my hours up, stay current, and while going out making money. So I'm renting a helicopter, but I'm earning money, right? And in a way, I get to fly private without having to blow all this money on a fucking stupid-ass jet, which is stupid, right? Those fucking private jets is fucking stupid as hell. You get in them, you can't even stand up. It's the dumbest thing ever. You're way better. You can spend 1/90th the money on a first-class fucking ticket, and you're on like a fucking cruise ship. You can stand up when you take a piss. You don't have to bend over at the fucking neck. I know they make bigger jets, but those things are like, you're going to fly from Boston to Rhode Island. It's going to cost you like a fucking $300,000. I don't know how anybody flies private, to be honest with you. I have no fucking idea. Just go to a mom and pop airport, get on JetBlue or Virgin. That's the way to do it. Use some miles, bump yourself up to a bigger seat. You're going to get a pilot who's psyched. He's making a ton of fucking money. You get on those little ones. Those people are not making shit. Right? I don't know. That's been my experience. They're trying to get a gig flying one of the bigger ones so they can actually make money instead of flying some little fucking 6-seater. You know what it is? I'm out of my fucking element. I don't know anything about that shit. I just have heard about how much it fucking costs. All right, let me read the fucking advertising here for this week. All right, what do we got here? Oh, DraftKings, everybody. Hey, do you like to gamble on sports? You want to make some fucking money? These are the guys. It's not too late to get closer to the game you love with DraftKings 1 Week Fantasy Football. This Sunday, DraftKings is hosting a $100,000 pick-em contest that is totally free to enter. All right? Pick'em is the newest way to play one-week fantasy football. Drafting your team is faster than ever. DraftKings has organized players into 8 tiers. All you have to do is select one player from each tier. Choose between public contests with big cash prizes or private contests where you can compete against a group of your friends. DraftKings also has a beginner and casual contests where you can play against people of a similar skill level. The best part is you get to draft a new team each week without any commitment. So get to DraftKings.com now and use promo code Burr to play in DraftKings free contests with $100,000 in total prizes this Sunday. Use my promo code Burr, B-U-R-R, to play for free this Sunday. That's promo code Burr at DraftKings.com. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details. Speaking of which, the New England Patriots, the 5-time Super Bowl defending champions, the often criticized for absolutely no fucking reason, you know, all the time. I had another guy bring up fucking Deflategate. I always tell him, it's like, they did not get convicted of deflating balls, you fucking moron. That was laughed out of court for the 90 millionth time. And then the suspension was canceled. Remember that? He was supposed to be suspended, and they took it to court, and it was laughed out of court, and the judge said, why did you waste my fucking time with this? That's what happened. And then, you know, the United States of America, you cannot get tried twice for the same offense. That's habeas hearsay something or other, right? You can't be fucking double jeopardy. You can't fucking do that. So the NFL found a loophole. They just went back to court and said, is the NFL a corporation? And the judge was like, yes. And then they said, does a corporation have the right to suspend its employee? And the judge said, yes. And they said, fine. We're a corporation. Tom Brady is our employee, and he is suspended. And that's what they did. That's why he got suspended. Not because they proved anything. You fucking dopes. And by the way, the guy who caught the alleged, by the way, underinflated fucking ball. By the way, the Colts also allegedly had 2 underinflated balls, but who gives a fuck? They're not winning all the championships, right? The guy who caught the ball tested positive for steroids this past season. Nobody gives a shit. All right, Lootcrate, everybody. Lootcrate. Be the envy of your friends and get 100% exclusive crates at lootcrate.com/XXX. And enter my code XXX. Well, I guess I got the wrong fucking copy, didn't I? I don't know what to do with this. XX, what is this? I never know what this fucking copy. I'm just going to read it. And get XXX amount of dollars off any new subscription. September's Loot Crate theme is robotic. On a quest for epic gear, housewares, and collectibles, Loot Crate has it. Loot Crate offers an epic range of pop culture items for less than $20 a month. If you're more of a fanatical fashionista, then try Loot Wear. Monthly wearable and accessories with cult classics and your favorite franchises. If you want to get fancy, get a bigger box and an even bigger loot with Loot Crate DX. Want to geek out your pet? Try Loot Pets. Offer expires September 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific. Whether they beep or speak, many of your favorite characters are robotic. In September's Loot Crate, you'll find items from Star Wars, Star Trek, Aliens, and Blade Runner. Let me see how many of those robots I can name. C-3PO, R2-D2, R5-D4. That's a good one. That's like naming an offensive lineman. Then there was that one on fucking Buck Rogers. Remember that stupid thing? Beady, 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 beady. Remember that? Before it talked, to go beady, 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 beady. And then it would say something. I never understood it. Somebody sat in a writer's room and pitched that. What if the robot said beady, 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 and then said what he was going to say? And somehow there wasn't like a deafening amount of silence to be like, what the fuck did you just say? Get out of this room. All right. One lucky subscriber will also win a mega crate of seriously epic proportions. You have until the 19th, September 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific to subscribe and receive that month's crate. And when the cutoff happens, that's it. It's over. Go to lootcrate.com/Burr and enter my code Burr, B-U-R-R, to save $3 off on any new subscription today. I wish I had more information on that, but I don't. All right. Here we go. What do we got? Oh, MeUndies. MeUndies, who remembers our 5D4? MeUndies, they even make them for the horse. Nice and soft up against your twat. You know you fucking love it. Don't say it's not. Nice and comfy up against your snatch, and they make them even for your ball bag. They'll take out the wrinkles. All right, MeUndies. You want to look good in your underwear and be comfortable, right? Right? But that perfect balance is hard to find. Don't sacrifice style or comfort. Check out MeUndies.com and find the best pair of underwear in the world. Talk about why MeUndies is the best underwear you will ever own. Feel free to improvise. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't fucking know, because it feels good up against your undercarriage. You know what I mean? You know when you go to buy a car and then they go, hey, you want to get the fucking undercoating? This is the undercoating. You know, you buy a pair of pants, right? What are you going to have? You're going to have your fucking Levi's chafing up against your junk? You can't have that. Wouldn't it be great if there was some fucking soft, velvety Greg Louganis Speedo type of underwear out there? Well, thank God there is with MeUndies. For the fellas, MeUndies diamond seam pouch like a rhinestone ball bag cradles your jewels and gives your stuff the support it needs without feeling too tight. You know what I love about that song, Rhinestone Cowboy? I love when it goes... what is it? Rhinestone Cowboy. Oh, yeah, and he goes, and offers coming over the phone. Offers coming over the phone. You have to be in fucking show business or be self-employed to know how great that line is. Offers coming over the phone. After years of having your hat in your hand, begging to fucking do anything, to finally get to that level where people actually want you, and you get to stand there and be like, you like me. You really like me. All right. So you got diamond-encrusted balls, right? Ladies will love the soft, eco-friendly fabric. Where did my screen go? So soft and touchable, gross, 100% satisfaction guarantee. I don't know why they talk about their fucking pussies and they have so soft and touchables. It makes me feel like a creep. 100% satisfaction guarantee, so soft, so touchable. The guarantee you will love, they guarantee that you'll love your undies or your money back. Right now, MeUndies has an exclusive offer for just my listeners and anybody else they advertise with, the fucking whores. Get 20% off your first pair and free shipping. And MeUndies is so sure you will love their underwear, they even offer 100% satisfaction guarantee. You order a pair, and if you don't love your first pair, get a full refund. This is a no-brainer to try. 20% off, free shipping, and 100% satisfaction guarantee. What the fuck are you waiting for? Fuck are you waiting for, buddy? You want to have soft nuts under your fucking overalls when you got your butt shock in that little front pocket? Is that what that front pocket's for in overalls? That little thing there? Is that where they put their buckshot? It's great. It's nice and snug. Doesn't fall out when I'm on my four-wheeler. This is a limited time offer, so what the fuck are you waiting for? Start wearing the best goddamn underwear of your life. It changed my life, evidently, according to the copy. It's time to let MeUndies change yours. Go to MeUndies.com/Burr right fucking now. All right, Dollar Shave Club, dude. Oh, my God. They never proved that the balls were underinflated. Which they didn't, by the way. Everyone knows Dollar Shave Club ships amazing razors for a few bucks. What you might not know is that Dollar Shave Club also has products to pretty much everything else you need in the bathroom. Body wash, shampoo, hair gel, lip balm, everything. At the store, there are too many options, and you can't tell the difference between any of them. It's overwhelming. You feel like Robin Williams in Moscow on the Hudson, right? When he walks into the grocery store and he fucking faints and he sticks his head up that girl's dress. You remember that? At the store, there are too many options. You can't tell. I already said that. All right. Then, if you have any questions, the clerk usually doesn't know the difference and usually can't fucking find them because they got a skeleton crew at 9 a.m. now. They're not, and plus they're not experts on the products. Dollar Shave Clubs makes it easy and convenient for you to upgrade your shave and your bathroom. Now, you don't have to step foot in a store to get high-quality shave and grooming products. Dollar Shave Club delivers them right to your door. If you're sick of the nonsense at the store, now's the time to try Dollar Shave Club. For a limited time, Dollar Shave Club is basically giving away their shit shower shave starter set to new members. This is why I love Dollar Shave Club. They just put curses in there. They got a shit shower shave starter set for new members for only $5. This starter set features their executive razor. This is just brilliant. This is just for all single guys. Shit shower shave. There you go. Pack it all up. And 3 trial-size versions of their most popular products that help you stay fresh and clean. So fresh and so clean. In your first box, you receive their fucking shave butter, body wash, and one-wipe Charlie's. One-wipe Charlie butt wipes. You will also receive their executive razor, which includes their premium weighty handle and full cassette of cartridges. After the first box, replacement cartridges are sent for only a few bucks a month. This offer is exclusively available at dollarshaveclub.com/Burr. That's dollarshaveclub.com. Dollar Shave Club's high-quality products will have you covered from face to cheek to butt cheeks. From face cheeks to butt cheeks. Sorry, there's no better time to fucking try the club. Oh, my God. There's still one more. I'm sorry. Pro Flowers. Pro Flowers. What the fuck? You can get somebody flowers for Labor Day? Talk about the last time you spontaneously surprised someone with something completely unexpected and how it felt. I remember I stuck this gun in this little kid's face one time. And I was like, I'm going to fucking kill you. And his parents were freaking out. And, oh, my God, did I laugh. Talk about what the rose bouquet recently sent to you by Pro Flowers looked like and your overall impression of it. Well, I didn't get one, and so I have no impression of it. Sounds nice. Maybe Andrew got it. Do you have any more requests, or can I just read this shit? Pro Flowers wants to help you surprise someone for no reason at all while also surprising you with a special deal for my listeners. No, Pro Flowers wants to sell flowers during months when you don't have to sell them. You don't have to fucking buy them. That's why they want you. We want you to buy our shit. Just say it. Listen, we got a ton of fucking flowers left over from Mother's Day. Can you buy these things before they die? We got a great fucking deal for you. And if you fucking give them to your wife for no goddamn reason at all, she's probably going to blow you. Okay? This is what should be in the copy. Instead of this, get 20% off any of their unique summer rose bouquets or any other bouquet for $29. Their colorful rainbow roses are always a hit. And if you aren't sure what to send someone, Pro Flowers bouquets are guaranteed to last at least 7 days. Guys, just fucking do this for your wife. It's easy, all right? Go to proflowers.com. Use my code name, Burr. Do you want to get a blowjob or maybe a little handy at the fucking IHOP under the table to make the table a little more sticky? Gross. Sorry. This is what you need to do. All the dopes buy flowers on Mother's Day. They buy them on fucking, birthdays, and they buy them on fucking Valentine's Day, all right? If you want to up your blowjobs, if you want to stay up in the pros and hit 300, okay, you got to spray it all over the field, all right? So one of these times you just it's August. Oh, what is it, September? Yeah, who gets their fucking wife or girlfriend flowers in September? Nobody. Be the person that fucking does it and get your dick sucked today. All right, there you go. All right, booze lineup. Oh, beautiful. I was hoping people were going to send these in. All right. I talked last week on, I got back into baseball, and that Yankees-Red Sox thing's heating up again. We better meet in the playoffs. It has to happen. It's been too fucking long. I ended up, fucking Yankees took 3 out of 4, so I broke even. All this shit talking. All of this fucking shit talking. And we ended up just being even. But I was talking about, just watching baseball. I did my booze lineup of like whiskeys, scotches, and bourbons. All right? I don't just do scotches, okay? This isn't like this isn't MLB when Babe Ruth played. All right? This is anybody can show up as long as you're brown. No, tequila's also welcome. So this would be my lineup. I always change the lineup. I would say this week, Johnny Walker Blue is leading off. You got to start with some strong shit, right? Pappy Van Winkle is in second. And then I would put Angel's Envy at third. McCallum Rare Cass Rare cask is batting cleanup. All right. Then I'd have Yippee-Ki-Yay, fifth. And once you get to the middle order, this is just when I just want to get fucked up, right? Those other ones, Angel's Envy is also a good one just to get fucked up on. You know, it's not that expensive either. Then you get to the middle of the order where it's like, I'm staying at home or I'm getting drunk by myself or I'm getting drunk with a friend of mine that appreciates good whiskey, bourbon, or whatever. When I get in the middle, then it's like Yippee-Ki-Yay, Patron Silver. Maybe I put Grand Patron where I put Angel's Envy. That's why I got that. Okay, Grand Patron hit fucking the third spot. Then I got Yippee-Ki-Yay. Then I got fucking Angel's Envy. And then Johnny Walker Black. Okay? Those are the next three. So then you got 8 and 9. And that's when, you just have fucking just people coming over and they just want to get shit-faced. Then you just got to go Maker's Mark or fucking Jack Daniels. And then if you just have a complete fucking shithead, you just give him Red Label fucking Johnny Walker. All right. So here's this person's booze lineup. All right. He goes, I love your idea about doing a booze alcohol battling lineup. Here's my submission. Leading off, Kentucky Tavern. I've never heard of this. This is what I love. It's going to give me new shit to try. Dependable, a little rough around the edges, but this guy's going to get on base at a 400 clip, even if he has to lean into one every now and then. I love that this person broke it all down. Then give me your scouting reports, too, when you send these in. Batting second, Hornitos. What the fuck is that? Hornitos. Can be streaky at times, but still has a little bit of a pop if you mix it with grapefruit soda. Dude, you're in your second guy, you're already mixing it with something? All right. Oh, shit. Hang on a second. Speaking of that, Josh just asked me if I had the soda. No, I don't. I got to do a voice text here. Get the Fanta Orange with the Mexican sugar. There you go. All right. That's right. When I'm fucking not boozing, I actually drink Fanta Orange soda. It's kind of nice because it's really sweet, and then you got the smoke. It's not redundant. Remember Big Night when that lady got the pasta and then she also ordered mashed potatoes and the guy wouldn't do it because it was too starches? Why would you have a cigar and then drink something really peaty? It's like fucking redundant. You want a sweet kind of alcohol. Fucking with you. I'm not, actually, I do. Okay, so batting third, this guy has Bullet. This is your franchise player. He makes everyone around him a little better. Plus, he's going to give you a team-friendly, long-term contract that won't have you paying luxury taxes. Dude, this guy's great. He took a funny idea, and now he's taking it to an even funnier level. All I did was I got to break down each player now. All right, batting cleanup, Knob Creek. He goes, can you tell I'm a bourbon drinker? I can never keep him straight. He goes, bottom line is, if there's any ducks left on the pond, this guy is there to deliver the knockout punch. I got to tell you, the way he's describing this lineup, he's definitely making the playoffs, if not fucking winning the pennant. Batting fifth, Smirnoff Vodka. Okay, definitely nothing to write home about, but when surrounded with the right personnel, there's always potential for magic. You know what my vodka is? My go-to vodka? I like Belvedere. Oh, Belvedere, come here, boy. I like that better than Grey Goose. Grey Goose is just that's like soft rock, like easy listening. You know what I mean? I like Belvedere. It's got a little more of a fucking bite to it, but I don't know much about vodkas either. Batting sixth, Johnny Walker Black. Now might be a good time to mention I'm in my early 30s because this guy is a September call-up. You're not quite ready to add him to your 40-man roster just yet. But he's up for a cup of coffee because he's going to be an important part of your future. Yeah, maybe he can get on base and steal second. All right, batting seventh. Oh, Jesus. Dude, this is unforgivable if you're in your 30s. This is unforgivable, and I respect you that you can still drink this. Jägermeister. Wow. You often find yourself wondering why this guy is even still around, and yet you feel you can You feel like you can remember a time when he was actually pretty good. Yeah, he's like the fucking one of those guys where you just like Vince Carter still playing. Well, that's not fair to Vince Carter because Vince Carter was one of the greatest fucking, I think the best dunker of all fucking time. Certainly the highest jumper. I apologize. I shouldn't have said Vince Carter. That was the first guy I thought of. He's like a... Do you remember when like Giambi was playing on the Colorado Rockies? It's like one of those deals. All right, Captain Morgan, batting 8th. Definitely a role player. That's like your catcher. This guy could be a superstar, but he's got a bit of a sweet tooth and always shows up to spring training 20 pounds overweight. Oh, he's the panda. Still, he's good for a sac fly in a key situation. Yeah, one of these guys just has to, you're out there for defense, He's not hitting for average. All right, batting 9th. Wild Turkey American Honey. And he writes, oh, Jesus. You ask him to lay down a bunt, and you just know he's going to hit into an inning-ending double play every damn time. By the way, if it's a close one, I'm putting in Buffalo Trace in place of Yeager as a defensive substitution. Dude, this guy's brilliant. So that's my lineup. Thanks for the idea. I enjoyed putting this together, even if you don't read it. No, dude, I love that you broke it all down. All right, here's another guy's lineup. All right, his whiskey lineup. Bullet, Eagle Rare, batting 3rd, McAllen 12. Batting 4th, Angels Envy, Cask Strength. I never had that. DH. I might fuck up some of the names of these. Balvenie, 12-year single malt. Glenn Levitt, French Oak. I can't deal with the florals. I don't like the florals. I like more the peaty thing. Like Glenn Levitt's, I've never been able to quite handle those, but I respect them. They're definitely in the Hall of Fame of booze. Oh, fuck. He's going to stop by a taco. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is he talking about? No, fuck. He's going to stop by a taco truck to get the fucking booze. No. The soda, I mean. Hang on. Let me hit pause and straighten this out. All right, I'm back. So anyways, Glenn Levitt, French Oak. 6th, number 7, Willie Pott, Still Reserve. Never heard of that one. Number 8, Jefferson's Ocean Aged at Sea. Jesus, sounds like low tide shit to me. Number 9, Hudson Bay. Starting pitcher is Blanton's. Oh, I forgot to do a starting pitcher. Middle reliever. Giving you a reliable couple innings. Makers 46. Closer is Elijah Craig, barrel proof. Dude, I love everybody going with the starting pitchers. Then you got to have your middle relief. Hey, actually had middle relief. Oh my God, dude, this is endless. And then so you're going to get some real big time booze hounds that 9 positions in the batting lineup are not going to be enough. They're going to have to go. They're going to have to do like a football team. 11 offensive players. This isn't fair to people over in Europe. Go ahead, give me your fucking lineups and use all the fucking soccer terminology. Maybe I'll learn something. All right, here's another last booze lineup here. Dear Billy, no fun, no fuss, no muss, no brainer. In answer to your request for our batting lineups of booze, I'm not much of a drinker anymore, so I'll go the other way and do my recreational drug lineup. I love it. You guys are taking this idea and running with it. This is tremendous. All right, number 1, weed. Number 2, black hash, preferably from Nepal. Number 3, magic mushrooms. Batting cleanup, LSD, preferably purple Owsley. Never tried it, but according to Ken Casey, it was the best. Number 5, ecstasy, pure and uncut. Number 6, ketamine. I don't know what this is. Number 7, cocaine, pure and uncut. Cocaine, pure and uncut should be fucking... That sounds like a speedster, man. Get him on base. He fucking steals second. And you have LSD, fucking bring him home with a single to right. I don't know. Running on a full count. You're not going to catch that guy. He might score from first. All right, number 8, peyote. Number 9, mescaline, pure and uncut. Hey, Bill, on Thursday, you were talking about the sound of drums in the 70s. I watched this recently and thought it would be informative to you. Overhead mic with a compressor on it. You guys have to watch this. If you're into any type of music, I actually watched this thing, and it's... Do you know that sound of Phil Collins' drums, the famous drum fill from In the Air Tonight? That ga-ga-ga-gong-ga-gong-ga-don-don-don. And it was... You got to watch this video. How they came up with that drum sound was an accident, and then everybody used it, and it literally became the sound of the 80s, and now it's back. I guess Taylor Swift used it in some song called 1989 and all that. But if you're into that nerdy audio stuff, like I found, this is how great my fucking drum teacher, Dave Elich, is. I was tuning up my drums. You know, I got some back east, and it's this old Slingerland kit. And it's a 13, 14, and an 18. It was 13, 14 toms, and then an 18-inch floor, and a 24-inch kick. And I ended up adding another, I found from the same era, a 16-inch floor tom, and then I added another bass drum. So I got two 24s, all right? This was my first attempt to try to get away from just aping and doing a bad job of everything John Bonham did. I was getting into Primus, and my brothers, they were playing like speed metal and shit, and they were always trying to get me into Metallica and Slayer and all them, and I just was too much of a fucking idiot to realize how great that music was. And I could have seen all those bands on their first tours, and I didn't do it. So anyways, I went home and I was tuning up the bass drum, and I just couldn't get a good fucking sound. And it was this weird, like, vibrating fucking sound or whatever. And I text my teacher. I said, yeah, I'm getting this weird, like a buzz or a rattle. And he said, is there a hole in the front head? And I was like, this guy's a fucking genius. Fucking genius. Because what happened is there wasn't a hole in the front head, but where they were, something fell on it and punctured just the littlest of hole. I said it was a tiny hole. He goes, that would be enough to fuck it up, because I couldn't get that boom sound. And so now I'm like obsessing about it. I got to get back east again. I want to try tuning them up again. And I've now become obsessed with like different heads. And I used to be so afraid to try and tune my drums. I'd have somebody else do it, and then I just wouldn't touch them, and I'd play them until they sucked again, and then I'd hope I could find somebody else, rather than just biting the bullet and being like, just take out your drum key and start fucking with it, and ask people who know how to do it to teach you how to do it, and keep fucking doing it, you asshole. But, you know, part of being an asshole is you don't do shit like that. All right, the apocalypse. Hey there, Hey there, Billy Deathbell. The internet keeps talking about the end of times as if things today are far worse than they've ever been. I'm only 31 years old, but I seem to remember plenty of bad weather and shitty presidents. There's this need to make everything sound worse than it is these days, because everyone loves to be the bearer of bad news, and they get a thrill off the excitement that shit may be going south real quick. I saw a quote by John Mayer on Twitter. Someone asked him what annoys him, and he says, spacious argument. It's everywhere. I can't stand it. Is that it? Did I say that right? The fetishization of defense attorney logic gone mainstream. Ugh. Well, he's obviously a smarter person than me, because I don't know what any of that means. Spacious argument. It's everywhere. I can't stand it. The fetishization of defense attorney logic gone mainstream. That right there is why he's a brilliant guitarist, because I don't know what the fuck he just did, but I don't know that anybody's ever put words together like that. I don't know what that means. I totally agree. Everyone thinks they're dropping the mic and they're just pandering and reaching for low-hanging fruit. Now, that I agree with, yes. P.S. Keep the 90s music coming. That Fiona Apple song that Andrew used last week reminded me of the summer I started jerking off. Save the pet store manager from last week. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, Andrew picks the music. I wish I could claim that I was as cool as to know all the shit that he does. He knows a bunch about music. Yeah, there is a lot of that. There's a lot of gloom and doom and all that type of shit. But, you know, it's not all. It is, you know, the Great Barrier Reef and all that type of shit is pretty terrifying. All of that shit is pretty fucking terrifying. And, I mean, I can't even focus on it. If you actually get past all the dopes on social media talking about things, and you actually listen to scientists talking about, like, whatever their predictions are, I know that there's, I don't know, this sounds like a, you know, I think it's going to be, I don't know, it should be interesting. We'll see. I hope they're wrong. You know, Who the fuck knows? I don't know. All right, the DNC, everybody. Dear Mr. Burr, I'm appalled and disgusted that you had the audacity to speak poorly of Debbie Schultz Wasserman, a lifelong servant of her country and the only party that has moved this country forward. I usually enjoy your brand of humor. There's no way this person's serious. I have seen parts of your comedy specials and overheard a handful of episodes of your podcast while in the proxy of my brother-in-law. You, sir, have a responsibility to tell the truth and not just your uninformed opinions on politics. The deceit that you distribute is going to aid in the dismantling of this country. Oh, God. Oh, God. Give me a fucking break. You just happened to be walking by and you heard that. The whole part of this podcast is that I am uninformed. And I sent a link that you could watch on YouTube and listen to that lawyer discussing the things that she did or didn't do. So I don't know what your fucking problem is. I talk about politics the way I talk about sports as someone who never did it at a professional level. I met Schultz Wasserman a few years back, and I asked her what we could do every day to change the nation for the better. And she eloquently said, do not let them tell you how to feel. Oh, God. I'm not reading the rest of this. This is fucking... Sincerely, a proud Democrat who will not be discouraged. You know what you sound like? You sound like someone, when someone comes up to me and says the Patriots are cheaters, and then I say, who's your team? And then I talk about the shit that they've done, and then they downplay that. Yeah, you are... I got to be honest with you. As uninformed as I am, people like you, I can't even talk to because you're so lost in your blue ties that you can't see that it's just, you know what it's like? Everybody out here in Hollywood loves to sit there and trash Fox News and talk about how they're all these bullies and all that. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to name any fucking names, but the amount of performers, comedians, actresses, and all this type of shit, like their level of zero tolerance, like they're literally what they're fighting. They're bullies. They tell people how they're supposed to think, the way they're supposed to think, and they feel that they are 100% right. They feel that their view of the world is the way that the world should be, and anyone who doesn't think that needs to be attacked, needs to be dragged on stage and humiliated, needs to have their ability to earn a living attacked. It's no different than when you watched what Fox News did to the Dixie Chicks. It's the exact same fucking thing, the exact same level of righteousness, patting themselves on the back about how fucking smart they are and how informed they are, Meanwhile, as they fly around in fucking private jets. Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break, okay? The Patriots cheat, your team cheats, the Republicans are pieces of shit, the Democrats are pieces of shit. All right? There you go. There you go. So anything other than that, you're looking at shit through fucking rose-colored glasses, and I think that is. I don't know what to think. I can't have a conversation with that. You know what I mean? It's like if I listen to a Red Sox fan back when Derek Jeter was playing, and they just say that he sucks and he's fucking overrated and blah blah, and I would just sit there and be like, nah, he isn't. He's fucking one of the greatest players of all time. I'd love if he was on my team. I hate the Yankees, but I'm not going to hate on greatness. Mariano Rivera is the greatest fucking closer of all time. I still fucking hate the Yankees, but I don't hate him to a level that I can't see. I can't see that. You know what I mean? I just don't fucking understand it. I don't understand it. Like, you want to talk about Spygate? Yeah, the Patriots were guilty of cheating. Deflategate was bullshit. Spygate was true. However, they were only guilty of doing it for one game. And I only clarify that because everybody thinks, well, they should take away all their titles because that's what they were doing. No, that was the first game. It was illegal, and they kept fucking doing it. All right? And they were 100% guilty. And they deserved to be fucking fined because they were cheating then. Yes, they were. That one time. All the other stuff was bullshit, though. However, because I remember when Deflategate came out, I was like, if they did this shit again, I'm done with this fucking team. That's what I said. And then I watched the whole fucking thing unfold, and I was like, oh, this was just bullshit. So there you go. Does that sound even-handed? You guys probably think I'm too much of a Patriots fan, but I mean, I did it. Spygate was cheating, and they were guilty. They did it one game. Ray Mancini fucking ratted them out. Then that was it. They were fucking guilty. What are you going to do? Does that make them worse than anybody else? No. Bill Walsh fucking cheated. So there you go. There's your Democrats and your Republicans. Say the Patriots are Democrats. I'm a Patriots fan, so I am a Democrat, okay? But I can see I can see that Spygate was fucking cheating, and they were guilty of it. And I can also see that Bill Walsh fucking did the same thing when he pretended his fucking headsets went out. It's not that fucking hard. I don't understand what your point is. That, oh my God, this person was just a fucking amazing person. And I said, what should we do? He said, don't let them, capitals, tell you how to feel. That is that has got to be the most vague, I'm on my way to my town car, fucking horseshit response ever. Hey, Bill, what's your secret to being a successful stand-up comedian? Just get out there and keep doing it, man. All right, girlfriend won't take racist last name. All right, dear Pillsbury Doughboy. Hey, fuck you, man. I'm under 180, okay? Go easy. Go easy, All right, dear Pillsbury Doughboy. My girlfriend of 3 years has made it very clear that if I were to propose to her, that she would not take my last name. The reason being is that she feels my last name is racist. The name is Coons, spelled Coons. I told her that I have never encountered a problem having this last name, and she has nothing to worry about. Thoughts? Yeah, here's my thoughts. I think you're making this up. And if you're not, that woman is too dumb to marry and reproduce with. All right? If you call a black person a coon, that is racist. If your last name is Coons, it isn't. Look, I see if your last name was the N-word, then yeah, I mean, maybe you want to, Yeah, I mean, if it's, I don't know, yeah, I mean, if that's your fucking last name, and that's a believable last name, isn't it? You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyways, my roommate is, I'm trying to think of a fucking racial group I can do here without getting in trouble, because I want to really do a fucking, I guess I have to go against my own fucking racist, what would I do? There's no good ones. There's no good ones with white people, because it doesn't have an effect on us. Shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe in the future, if some other group takes over, then we'll have our, you can't call me cracker. I love crackers. I love putting cheese on them. My roommate is a fucking weirdo. Dear cunty McCuntfuck. First of all, a big fan of the fucking podcast. The last fucking Netflix special was phenomenal, so thanks. Okay. I think this is one of these people that thinks because I swear that now they have to swear. You don't have to bring yourself down to my level, sir. Anyways, I just fucking moved into college as a freshman. My roommate is a hot motherfucker. I mean, I'm gay, so right away I was into him. But I kept to myself since I had no way of knowing he was gay too. I thought you guys had gaydar. You couldn't sense it? So last week on Friday, after a fucking drunken night out, we returned to our room. Oh, Jesus, here we go. And the fucking guy offhandedly tells me he's gay once the conversation started getting more personal. Then I told him I'm also gay. And this guy says fag. I don't think this is real. After which we proceeded to fuck, which was fucking amazing. By the way, I find the fag term endearing, so fuck all the political correctness hysteria by gays and non-gays alike. All right, I'm just going to read this. Okay, anyways, this is when the shit started to hit the fan. No pun intended. Sorry, dude, you lobbed it over the fucking net. Once I came, he expressed disappointment at the volume of my cum. Does anyone believe this is true? The fucker literally said, "That's it? What are you, sick or something?" I felt fucking inadequate since his load was considerably bigger than mine. Oh, Jesus Christ. So then the next morning he says he wants to fuck again. I go along with it. Like he's so hot. I'm not going to refuse. Halfway through, this motherfucker says, you know, for a tall guy, you're sure of a small dick. And he writes, like, what the fuck? Yeah, well, dude, you came back for more abuse here. So I'm 0 for 2, right? Inadequate dick size, check. Lack of Herculean cum shot, check. Is insulting the people he fucks part of his style? Like, I can't figure out why he still wants to fuck me after 2 colossal fucking insults. So what the fuck do I do next? Well, stop fucking the guy. Fuck knows. But the next day, we're chugging beers in our room. You know, other than the gay sex, this sounds amazing. Sorry, I'm looking at this as a straight guy. Where the fuck am I? Okay, we're chugging beers in a room, and he suggests something beyond weird. Oh, God. He basically tells me he wants me to pee in his mouth. You know, even if this is fake, this is tremendously creative. You got to give this up. Okay, since it turns him on, I'm 8 beers deep, and I'm a lightweight, so I'm like, fuck it. Dude, I swear to God, if this is true and you piss in this guy's mouth and he's like, that's it, that's it. This motherfucker has a stream like a goddamn fire hose and nearly broke my jaw in the process. What? I don't believe that. Jesus Christ. So I'm completely weirded out by this colossal cunt. Dude, you let him piss in your mouth. His only saving grace is that he happens to be the hottest guy I ever met. So, Bill, what the fuck do I do? Do I change room, kick this cunt to the curb, and sleep and never sleep with him again? Or do I stick in there so that I can stick it in there? Thanks and go fuck yourself, you muggy bitch. I don't know. It sounds like you feel bad afterwards. If I was with a woman and she was doing this shit to me and she was really hot, yeah, I'd probably keep going back, but I would just get myself mentally prepared. You know what she might do? Just tell him he has a weird asshole. You got to get in his head. Tell him his ass is too hairy. He needs to braid the hair on his ass or so. I don't know what the fuck to tell. I mean, you're outside. You know, this is still basically human interaction. So you're talking about feelings here. So if you want to get childish, say something mean to him. And I don't know. You know what's weird is Josh just showed up. And now I have to smoke a cigar after reading that shit. Yeah, dude, don't fucking go back. Don't go back for more, right? Or if you're going to go back for more. Sorry, I'm texting. Hang on. All right. Yeah, you don't need to put up with that shit. Everything's like a pun in this. The weird thing is that you live with the guy. It's never good to fuck your roommate. You know, that's never going to be a good thing. But I don't know how it works with gay guys because you're both guys, right? So I would think you'd be able to just be like, yeah, we're just fucking, right? Then we'll watch a game and fucking drink some beers and I'll fucking piss in your mouth, evidently. I guess that's how it goes down. I don't know what the fuck happens here. So I would just, if he sincerely is making you feel bad, then I would try to find a better guy. But consider you live with them. You obviously, it's not like you can just blow the guy off. So at some point he's going to be like, hey man, you want to fuck? You got to be like, nah, I don't. Be like, why not? Be like, because you're a dick. You say mean shit to me. And I don't like it. All right? So why don't you go in there and go rub one out and piss in your own fucking mouth, you fucking douche. Or you just move out. All right. That's the podcast, everybody. God bless each and every one of you. Go fuck yourselves, and I'll check in on you on Thursday.